Hi, welcome to Car Fanatic with Mr. V8. Please subscribe. The Mazda 3 strengths won't be found on a spec sheet and dash. Utility, fuel economy, and drivability all fall around average, for instance. But the 3's distinctive style and refinement make it more enjoyable to drive and own than most other small sedans. You could say it's a bargain premium sedan. What's new on the new Mazda 3? The entry-level 2.5S trim now offered on hatchback models. Newly available Alexa built-in voice assistant. Available onboard navigation now gets over-the-air updates. Part of the fourth Mazda 3 generation introduced for 2019. If you listen to your heart more than your head when purchasing a car, the Mazda 3 might be for you. Available as both a sedan and hatchback, this compact car is largely overshadowed by its competitors on paper. But it stands out in a few key areas. It's exciting to look at and drive. The Mazda 3's interior is another highlight because it uses higher quality materials than you typically find in this class. For 2025, Mazda has made the base 2.5S trim available with the hatchback body style. Additionally, 2.5S select sport models and up receive a new Alexa built-in AI voice assistant, which can control the temperature in your car or change the radio station via voice prompts. It can also connect to Alexa-powered smart devices in your home. Models equipped with Mazda's onboard navigation system will now get the most current map data through over-the-air updates. The Mazda 3 competes with other compact sedans and hatchbacks on the market. If you're shopping for a car with a traditional trunk, you might also look at the Honda Civic sedan, Toyota Corolla sedan, Kia Forte, Hyundai Elantra, Volkswagen Jetta, and Nissan Sentra. The Mazda 3's hatchback rivals include the Civic Hatch and Subaru Impreza, and could also include hot hatches like the Volkswagen Golf GTI and Toyota GR Corolla if you're comparing them against the highest trim of the turbocharged Mazda 3. How does the 3 sedan drive? Mazda has always prioritized excellent driving characteristics, and this Mazda 3 is no different. When the road stops being straight, the Mazda 3 delivers handling that is comfortable and confidence-inspiring. It feels balanced, changes directions readily, and stays controlled around turns. The steering is quick and precise too. The standard 2.5-liter four-cylinder is eager and delivers smooth power from the onset, but it really gets going from the middle of the rev range. Merging onto freeways isn't a problem. In Edmunds testing, our all-wheel drive Mazda 3 sedan covered 0 to 60 miles per hour in a reasonably quick 8.3 seconds. Want more get up and go? The optional turbocharged 2.5-liter engine certainly delivers, whittling the 0 to 60 miles per hour time way down to 6.1 seconds in our track test of the hatchback. That's a whole new ballgame. It's refined too, with an abundance of thrust that's readily available. Just a gentle prod of the throttle enables easy passing and merging. How comfortable is the Mazda 3 sedan? Mazda has succeeded in delivering a sporty premium experience without sacrificing comfort. Credit goes to the supportive front seats and quiet cabin at highway speeds. It's not perfect, however. Our test car's air conditioning system didn't seem sufficiently powerful, and some of our expert drivers found the seat's head restraint too intrusive. The Mazda 3 is meant to be a sporty sedan, so it has a well-controlled suspension that limits body motion. While this makes for a comparatively stiffer ride, the suspension is still compliant and absorbs bumps and pavement irregularities quite well. How's the interior? Front passengers will enjoy their space, but taller drivers might wish the steering were telescoped out more. Rear legroom and headroom are below average, so the rear seating area can feel snug if the front occupants slide their seats back. That space, as well as rearward visibility, seems to have been sacrificed in the name of sleek styling. While the Mazda 3 display screen lacks touchscreen functionality, the single knob controller is intuitive. This controller-based interface is one of the best around. Nothing is complicated in this car. The controls and buttons are easy to see and understand. The setup doesn't take long to get used to, and once you do, a glance is all it takes to verify and select a function. How's the tech? The Mazda 3's standard 8.8-inch infotainment screen and optional 10.25-inch screen both work well, though some of our editors thought the graphics are starting to look a little dated. And while we do like the single knob controller, The lack of full-time touchscreen functionality ultimately hampers ease of use. More positively, the available Bose audio system, which is what we tested, sounds great. Mazda's suite of advanced driver assist features is standard on all trims. Most of the aids work pretty well, but we have noticed that in heavy traffic, the adaptive cruise control can stop abruptly even when it's not strictly necessary. How economical is the 3 Sedan? The EPA estimates the Mazda 3 Sedan gets 31 miles per gallon in combined city/highway driving with front-wheel drive or 30 miles per gallon with all-wheel drive. Both figures are compared to rivals' ratings. However, we recorded 31.5 miles per gallon on our mixed driving evaluation route in our all-wheel drive 3 Sedan, which indicates the EPA's estimate is realistic. Is the 3 Sedan a good value? The value of the Mazda 3 lies in its premium look and feel. The interior panel gaps are tight. The controls don't feel flimsy, quality materials line the interior, and everything matches up. The only apparent wart is high-gloss black trim in the center console that attracts fingerprints and smudges. To be fair, this is a problem on many luxury cars too. You might pay a little more to get a Mazda 3 compared to rivals, but it's generally worth it. Although the turbo model might seem overpriced next to the Hyundai Elantra N-Line. When driving the Mazda 3, the phrase "handles like a Mazda" comes to mind. It means that it's engaging, handles well, and is as fun to drive as its stablemates. Place the transmission in sport mode, leave it there, then go out into a fun, twisty road and you'll develop an ear-to-ear grin in no time. Consumers who want a sporty, luxurious automobile but don't want to pay outrageous luxury mark prices will find the Mazda 3 very appealing. Just keep an eye on the bottom line if you opt for the turbo engine, since there are many performance-oriented rivals available for the same money or less. For our money, the 2.5S with Select Sport package offers the best bang for the buck. The Select Sport doesn't cost much more than the base model but gets you more attractive 18-inch wheels, synthetic leather upholstery, dual-zone climate control, hands-free keyless entry, and more. The 2.5-liter under the hood is also pretty gutsy for a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and should provide adequate thrust for most commutes. The 2025 Mazda 3 is available as a sedan or a hatchback. There are two main trim levels that coincide with the choice of engine: Mazda 3 2.5S and Mazda 2.5 Turbo. The base 2.5S trim is eligible for all-wheel drive, while the Turbo has it as standard equipment. Keep reading for our rundown of the Mazda 3's standard and optional features. How's the storage? The Mazda 3 sedan's trunk is a little smaller than average for this class of vehicle. It does offer a wide loading area and the trunk is deep, but the wheel wells intrude and pinch down the width from each side. It's still useful, and the 60/40ths split rear seatbacks fold down. Storage inside the cabin for small items is a little lacking. The 3 isn't the best choice if you have small children. The child safety seat anchors are easy to find and clearly marked in each of the outboard rear seat positions. But larger rear-facing car seats are more apt to encroach on front passenger space because the Mazda 3 isn't as generous in rear legroom as its main rivals.